All right, back to work on the F600 heater. I've got it apart and got the old heater core. Yeah, it's pretty plugged up. It doesn't look like there was much air going through it. I have no idea how much coolant was going through it, but that doesn't matter at this point. I've got my new heater core. This one is aluminum instead of brass, but that doesn't matter to me as long as it works. It should be fine. It'll do the purpose I want it to do, which is make heat. It should be it should flow both coolant and air through it pretty well. And no, this is not a new bellows for my accordion. This is the new rubber connector that goes from the air box to the fresh air inlet on the cowl. Brand new, without the mouse holes that were in the old one. Yeah, this cost $50, but like I said before, if the heater works like it's supposed to, I guess it'll be worth it. The heater core was only like $35, so we'll see. I'll get this together here right now, and if it's not raining when I get this together, I might pull the F600 out of the shed and try and get this thing installed yet today. More presents today from the FedEx man. Our shiny new master cylinder for the grain truck. So we'll go ahead and pull the old one out, get this unit, put it in the vise and get it bench bled, and get it installed. All right, we've got the F600 out of the shed. Going to work on it a little bit more this morning. It's kind of a brisk 40 degrees with the wind blowing, but that's okay. I've got the new master cylinder on and the new brake line from the master down to the booster cylinder. I don't have it completely bled out yet. I have brakes now on the second pump, so I need to open all the bleeders and get it bled completely out yet, but we're pretty well on our way. I've got the new antenna wire strung through the cowl and hooked up to the radio. I've got the heater box put back together with the new heater core in it. So I guess the next thing we can do now is reinstall the heater box. We've got the heater box all reinstalled, got the wiring all tidied up and tucked up under there so it looks decent. I've got the radio antenna on, but the radio still does not work, so I might have to search the internet and see if I can find a new cheap radio to put in this thing. Got everything tidied up a little bit. I did end up putting a new light on here because the old one wasn't grounding real well, and it would only work if it was kind of cocked sideways. I didn't like that, so I put a new one on. I've got the new master cylinder on there, new line on and all bled out and working well. Got the mighty 330 cubic inch engine here that's works really well. Someone has already done the popular upgrade to this and put a 500 CFM Holley 2-barrel on it in place of the Ford carburetor, or in place of the carburetor that was on here originally. That's a pretty popular swap. The Holley carburetor works really well. This 330 cubic inch engine, this is what Ford referred to as the FT engine. They put it in medium duty trucks. It's very, very similar to the FE engines that like was in the pickups in some cars, like 360, 390, that family. The main difference is the FT engines, the truck engines, used a forged steel crankshaft with a slightly larger snout diameter on the crankshaft in the front. So that's your bit of Ford truck engine trivia for today. Okay, just took the F600 out for a quick cruise. I just washed it off. Yeah, I know it'll get dirty again the first load of corn I dump into it, but well, at least it'll be nice, nice new dirt. But yeah, the heater is blowing lots of hot air, so that turned out okay. So now I'm going to put the F600 back in the shed. We'll be ready for it whenever I get the combining corn. Speaking of corn, I tested some here at home about 3 days ago, and it was at 23%, so we've had a couple of really nice drying days since then. So I'm thinking it looks like next week might be go time, because next week looks really good as well. So good deal. We'll get everything. I've got just about everything ready now. So until next time when we have the combine out, probably have a good day.